So, and that's what I love about what we do is there's no one shoe fits all size. It is
vegetables in. And you think about something as simple as the omelet or scrambled eggs.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Kidney Coach YouTube channel. I am joined again by the amazing, wonderful Jessianna from the National Kidney Institute, Nutritional Institute. And today we wanted to go over and talk about all things breakfast when it comes to kidney disease. So why don't we start by just what the importance of breakfast is, and especially with kidney disease, is it something you should skip, or why is it important? And let's go from there.
Yeah, that's a great question. So I think there are definitely different strokes for different folks. Very personalized. Breakfast can be a great way. We found for people that are especially maybe they're losing weight, they're not getting enough calories in. You got a lot in breakfast, and the whole breakfast strategy you can use to make sure you get enough calories. It can be a great way to put in a lot of very alkaline foods, which we'll talk about later in this episode. But breakfast can be a huge powerhouse for a lot of people. For those, we have patients that definitely do intermittent fasting, whether we're looking at the metabolic health or for polycystic kidney disease. A lot of people that are skipping breakfast and they're fasting. In those, that can be perfectly acceptable, but it's definitely a case by case basis. I mean, we've had some people, their ketone levels actually very good until we had a breakfast back in. I think this is very individual, whether or not it's like the most important meal of the day is what we always still versus one that can be very well.
So, and that's what I love about what we do is there's no one shoe fits all size. It is very individualized. So when looking at whether you intermittently fast or skip or things like that, it always comes down to working with a good healthcare practitioner that can point you in the right direction. So let's skip over the people that might be doing some intermittent fasting, which might be our people with polycystic kidney disease, or if we want to help them get into ketosis, or like you mentioned, people with metabolic diseases where they really need to lose weight. That can be obviously a really big thing with metabolic disease. I find that can be really amazing for, intermittent fasting for metabolic conditions like diabetes and things like that. So for those people that aren't doing that, let's say, what are the kind of things that you are looking at with breakfast, as far as what nutrients need to go in there to set people up for the day, all of those sort of things?
So that's a good, really, really good question. So one side note, if you're fasting, you don't want to fluid fast. Okay? You still want to be hydrating well. That's super important for your kidney. Food fast, okay. Fluid fast, not great. But for people that are eating breakfast, a lot of breakfasts around the world, in the Asian particular, right? People are used to having these very simple, in America, the bowl of cereal with milk is like a classic breakfast, or like a pile of pancakes with syrup on it. Breakfast, like these are sugar, very like simple carb heavy breakfasts with not a ton of other great nutrient density. There's also the salty breakfasts, right? Bacon and eggs, sausage and eggs. I don't know what the most common breakfasts are where you guys are at. What's like the traditional breakfast?
It'd be cereal. Most people are having like a bowl of muesli would be the healthy option. With a big splattering of low-fat milk on top, I would say would be the most common. And if it's a weekend, people are definitely going out for their smashed avocado on toast.
There you go. So it's so different. For us, what we try to make breakfast be is a place where we can put in a lot of nutrients. So for people that want a more savory breakfast, we'll talk about, okay, how do you add vegetables in to your breakfast? Like, what's a way that you would want to add vegetables in? And you think about something as simple as the omelet or scrambled eggs. You can put a ton of vegetables in an egg dish and really level it up quite a bit.
Yeah.
Or for people that are totally plant-based, we have a lot of people that like to do scrambled tofu. And again, you still can add a ton of vegetables in that. If it's more sweet and you're doing cereal or oatmeal or even pancakes, how can we put berries on that? Like, berries are very common. How do you put more of those nutrients in? And I think for us, step one is how do we just have fruits and vegetables at breakfast? It's a great opportunity to have a whole bunch of that.
Yeah, if you want to make sure you subscribe so you hear when Jessianna and I talk about lunch and breakfast, hit the subscribe button. You'll get a notification when we do our next podcast. Make sure you head over to our website as well, www.kidneycoach.com. You'll find all the information there about the kidney disease solution and some of the supplements that we sell. You'll read all about the team there, about myself and Duncan. And yeah, thank you for being part of our community. Jessianna, thank you again for your time. Always greatly appreciated. And we'll see you next time to talk all things lunch.
Sounds good. Thanks so much, Fiona.
No worries.